So we are now going to discuss a question which is regarding JEE Advanced 2021 mock test. So there is a non-negative integer n which is defined under a function f which is equal to summation of k is equals to 0 to n of sine of k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 multiplied with pi into sine of k plus 2 divided by n plus 2 multiplied with pi divided wholly by the summation of k is equal to 0 to n of sine square k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into pi. Then four options are available in front of us, means we need to first of all find or check the value of f4, limit of n approaching to infinity of the function fn, and if alpha is equals to 10 bracket and close cos inverse of f6, then we need to prove alpha square plus 2 alpha is equals to 1. And option D, we need to check whether sine of 7 cos inverse f5 is equal to 0 or not. Okay, so these are the things which we need to check. It's a multi-correct single type question answer of JEE Advanced, the old fashioned. So first let us solve this question. So we can write fn in this case as summation of k is equal to 0 to n of 2 sine of k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 multiplied with pi into sine of k plus 2 divided by n plus 2 multiplied with pi divided by the summation value of k is equal to 0 to n of sine square multiplied with 2 times of k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 multiplied with pi. We just need to find the value, but alright. Now we all know that 2 times of sine A, sine B can be written as cos of A minus B minus of cos of A plus B. Okay, we all know that it can be written in the form of this. So now we can take this formula and we can incorporate this formula in the numerator of the above given expression, and so our result or our conclusion in this case will basically going to become in the form of sigma k starting from 0 ending upon n of cos of A minus B. Here k plus 1 minus k minus 2, which means minus 1. So it will be minus pi divided by n plus 2. Okay, minus of cos of A plus B. See, we need to remember this thing. The 2 times of sine A sine B is equals to cos A minus B. Okay, why? Because in that case only we can have cos A cos B plus sine A sine B minus of cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Okay, you are getting it. So which means in this case A minus B can be written as k plus 1 minus k minus 2, which means 1 minus 2, which means minus 1. So that's why there's a minus sign left over here. Minus of cos of A plus B, k plus 1 plus k plus 2 is 2k plus 3. Denominator is common, that's why we are basically adding the numerator only, it's a proper fraction. So this is the thing. Now here we are basically having an expression in the form of 2 sine square theta. Okay, and we all know that cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1, which can also be written in the form of 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So we can write 2 sine square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta. Okay, similar thing we shall be going here. It is k is equals to 0 to n. 2 sine square this can be written as 1 minus cos of 2 multiplied by k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into pi. Okay, now we will be further elaborating fn here. Since this is a constant with respect to k, so it can be taken out of the summation. Okay, since the value of k is starting from 0 and ending at n, so how many number of terms will be there? A term will be there included 0, a term will be there included 1, 2, 3 up to n, which means that there are total n plus 1 terms associated in the numerator and in the denominator. So cos of minus pi divided by n plus 2 will going to repeat itself n plus 1 times. So it will be written as minus of n plus 1 multiplied with cos of pi divided by n plus 2 minus of summation of k is equal to 0 from n cos of 2k plus 3 divided by n plus 2. Okay, we need to have a clear-cut solution basically here. It will going to form 2k plus 2. Okay, so here it is in the form of 2k plus 3 divided by n plus 2 pi, and in the denominator we are basically having k is equal to 0 to n 1 minus cos of 2k plus 2 divided by n plus 2 times of pi. We can also write this thing as, we can remove this summation, and as 1 will going to repeat itself n plus 1 times, so we can write this minus summation of k equal to 0 up to n. So k equal to 0 up to n of cos of 2k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into pi. 1 will going to repeat itself n plus 1 times. That's why I have written n plus 1 here. I hope you can see there's some darkness inscripted over here. Now if we can see in the numerator and in the denominator, the cosine input is differing by 1 divided by n plus 2 pi. So what we can do here, in order to make this more less visualization, we just need to find the value. We need to find the value of this, and here we need to find the value of this. Okay, now we want to shorten our calculation to a certain extent. So what we can do is, we need to find the value addition, so there's nothing more chance. Okay, so this is now the function in reduced state. We know another formula, that cos of a plus cos of a plus h up to cos of a plus t minus 1 times of h can be written as cos of a plus t minus 1 divided by 2 times of h into sine of th by 2 divided by sine of h by 2. This is the place, or this is basically a formula which you need to remember in order to solve this question. So now we have two things here. First thing is to evaluate summation of k equal to 0 to n cos of 2k plus 3 divided by n plus 2 pi, and we need to solve for the second one, which is summation of k equal to 0 to n cos of 2k plus 2 divided by n plus 2 times of pi. We just need to find their values. And how we can find their values? By using this formula here. We're going to incorporate in 1 and in 2. Alright. So in order to express this whole summation thing into this compressed formula, we need to find the value of a, t and h for this function. Okay. And a can be found out by knowing just the first term, and the first term is the term when we will going to get it putting k to be equal to 0. So in this case we can simply get the first term a as 2, k will be 0, so it will be 3 pi divided by n plus 2 will going to be our first term. Similarly our second term will going to be 5 pi divided by n plus 2, and so the difference will going to be our value of h. So it will basically going to be 5 minus 3, it will be 2. So 2 pi divided by n plus 2, because 5 pi divided by n plus 2 will basically going to be our second term, and 3 pi divided by n plus 2 is our first term. Subtract them, we will going to get the common difference value of h. Now we need to get the value of t. So for that we need to get the value of last number. Now we all know that it is a plus t minus 1h, which is equal to the last term of this expansion. And the last term of this expansion we will basically going to get by putting the value of k as n. So it is simply cos of 2n plus 3 divided by n plus 2 into pi. A is basically we do not need cos here, sorry, we just need a plus t minus 1h and this term as a last. So it is 2n plus 3. So the value of a is basically 3 pi divided by n plus 2 plus t minus 1 into h. H is actually 2 pi divided by n plus 2. It can be written as 2n plus 3 divided by n plus 2 into pi. N plus 2, n plus 2, n plus 2 cancel, pi cancel. So we have 3 plus 2t minus 2. 3 minus 2 is equals to 1 plus 2 times of t. It is equals to 2n plus 3. So in this case here we can simply find the value of t as n plus 1. Okay. So I do think that we are getting towards this thing. So value of t in this case has come down to be n plus 1. So value of t in this case is n plus 1. So simply we can write this first thing as cos of a plus t minus 1, which is actually n, divided by 2 times of h, is 2 pi divided by n plus 2, divided by sine of h by 2, which is actually pi divided by n plus 2, into sine of th by 2. Okay, th by 2. So here we have sine th, t and h. So it is actually 2 pi into n plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into 2. Okay, so this has become a complicated issue. We need to write here 3. थोड़ा बहुत चलता है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कॉस की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, 3 पाई या n प्लस 3 इंटू पाई डिवाइडेड बाई n प्लस 2. इसको फर्दर भी अपन को इवेल्यूएट करना पड़ेगा, कंप्रेस करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो n प्लस 3 पाई डिवाइडेड बाई n प्लस 2 साइन, कैंसिल आउट 2 here. Okay, this is actually pi minus pi of n plus 2. Okay, it can be written as pi plus pi n by 2, right? It can be written as that. So we need to rub it. So it can be written as pi plus pi divided by n plus 2. And so the whole thing now can be divided by sine of pi divided by n plus 2. Okay, yeah. Now it is an easy peasy formula for all of us to evaluate. Since sine of 180 minus theta is equal to sine theta, which is equal to this, so this and this we can cancel out. Cos of 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. Okay, so it is minus of cos of pi divided by n plus 2. So our first one is actually minus of cos divided by n plus 2. The similar thing we need to do for second. Okay, so minus of cos pi by n plus 2 is basically the answer for first one. Okay, only for first one we evaluated. We just need to do the same thing for the second one, and then we are at our answer. So we can write this as minus of cos of pi divided by n plus 2. Okay, now we will basically going to move towards the second thing. In this also we need to find the first term, which we can do so simply by putting k as 0. So a will be equal to 2 pi divided by n plus 2, and if we can put k is equal to 1, then it will be 4 pi divided by n plus 2. That's the second term. So second term minus first term is equal to the common difference, which is h. So h is also equal to 2 pi divided by n plus 2, because 4 pi minus 2 pi is simply 2 pi only. So we have got the value of a and h. If we need to find the value of last term, we need to have a plus t minus 1 times of h equals to the last term, which we can get by replacing k with n plus 2 pi. So n plus 2, n plus 2, n plus 2 cancel, pi cancel. We can also cancel 2 in this case, so it will basically going to become 1 plus t minus 1, which is t, and t in this case is also n plus 1. Congratulations. Okay, so this is 1 plus t minus 1, it is t, it is n plus 1. So we have got the value of t in this case as n plus 1. So the value of t in this case is n plus 1. Simply now we can get the value of this as cos of a plus t minus 1, which is n by 2 times of h, which is 2 pi divided by n plus 2. Okay, sine of th by 2. ठीक है, n plus 1 divided by 2 pi into n plus 2 by 2. Alright, and we have sine of h divided by 2. So 2 pi divided by 2 times of n plus 2. So we have n plus 1 by 2 into 2 pi by n plus 2. So we have this and this to be cancelled out. We have this and this to be cancelled out. n plus 1 divided by n plus 2. सॉरी भाई थोड़ा शोर सुन रहा होगा तुमको. तो n plus 2 minus. So actually this can also be expressed as n plus 2 minus 1. So pi minus pi divided by n plus 2. So we can also express this as pi minus pi divided by n plus 2. So cancel this and this out. We will only be left with cos of 2 pi divided by n plus 2 into 1 plus n by 2, which is actually n plus 2 divided by 2. Oh my god, oh man, this is actually minus 1 only, man. This is 2 cancel out and n plus 2 cancel out, cos pi it is minus 1. Okay, so now we have got the value of this also as minus 1. I don't think I am correct. So 2 pi divided by n plus 2 into n plus 2 by 2, n plus 2 by 2, yeah, cos pi is equals to minus 1. Okay, yeah, so this is okay. So this thing actually reduces to minus 1. So now we can write Fn as minus of n plus 1 into cos of pi divided by n plus 2 minus of cos of pi divided by n plus 2 by n plus 1 minus of minus 1. Okay, so n plus 1 minus of this thing is basically minus 1. It is minus of n plus 1 into cos of pi divided by n plus 2 minus of this thing is reduced to minus of cos pi n plus 2. Okay, so I do think so I'm arriving correctly towards the answer, because n plus 1 plus 1, so the denominator is actually n plus 2. We can take in this case in numerator pi divided by n plus 2 common. We have minus n minus 1 plus 1 common. This and this thing can cancel each other out. So Fn is actually minus n divided by n plus 2 times of cos of pi divided by n plus 2. Minus n minus 1 plus 1. Yeah, I don't think so it's correct. Minus n by n plus 2 cos. Yeah. F4 by 6, 4, 4 by 6. I do not think so that it must be minus here. We can also take the modulus value of it. So it can also be plus. So we need to check this thing out. Why minus is coming? I'm not understanding. Minus should not come in this case. 2 sin A sin B cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So minus of cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Yeah, this formula is correct. It's cos A minus B. So it is k plus 1 minus k minus 2. Yeah, 1 plus 2 is minus 1. Minus pi divided by n plus 2. Yeah, this is correct. So this will be minus only. Okay, so this will basically going to be minus. And 2 sin square of k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 is pi. So cos 2 pi is equals to 2 cos square theta minus 1. So 2 sin square theta is basically equals to 1 minus 2 cos theta. Okay, तो ये भी सही लग रहा है यार. So n plus 2 minus of cos of 2 sin. Okay, so this thing is basically equals to minus of cos 2 by the n plus 1 cos pi by 2 minus of cos of pi divided by n plus 2 divided by n plus 1 minus of this thing is basically having an answer of minus 1. So minus of minus plus. So this is basically equal to n plus 2 and cos pi minus n minus n plus 1 minus n plus 1 cancel. This is basically will be minus n by n plus 2 into cos of pi divided by n plus 2. So now we can check. Okay, so we have got the value of Fn. Fn is equals to minus n divided by n plus 2. Divided by n plus 2 is basically the value. Okay. Okay, so now we can write this as fn equals to minus n divided by n plus 2 into cos of pi divided by n plus 2. So here we can check f4 is equals to minus 4 divided by 6 cos of pi divided by 6. So it will be minus of 2 divided by 3 multiplied by root 3 by 2. Okay, cos of 30 is root 3 by 2, everyone knows that thing. So this cancel, this is basically 1 divided by root 3. So A option is wrong. Now just check the B option. It is the limit of n approaching towards infinity minus n by n plus 2 cos of pi divided by n plus 2. So obviously if we replace the thing minus 1 by n 1 plus 2n by n cos of pi n divided by 1 plus 2n, and this thing goes, it is minus 1 divided by 1 plus 2 into 0 cos of 0. So this must be minus 1, so this is also not correct. Okay, now we need to find the value of alpha, which is equal to tan of cos inverse of f6, 6 divided by 8 of cos of pi by 8, tan of cos inverse of minus 3 divided by 4 of cos pi by 8. ओ भाई साहब ये गड़बड़ हो गया है। तो cos pi by 8 निकालना पड़ेगा भाई, इसकी अलग ही झंझट है। cos 15 tan हो गया है cos इनवर्स के साथ, यहाँ पे tan थीटा को किस अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस 2 अल्फा प्लस 1. So we need to write this in terms of cos. We need to write cos inverse x can be written as sec inverse of 1 by x, which can be written as sine inverse, cot inverse, tan inverse. We know that sec square x plus tan square x, or sec square x is equals to 1 plus tan square x. Okay, so sec x is equals to square root of tan square x plus 1. So x is equals to sec inverse of a square root of tan square x plus 1. So if we need to make it as a tan, so it will be tan inverse of square root of sec square minus 1 to 1 by x square minus 1. Okay, I do think so it must also be wrong, because here the value is negative, and so it would be negative, and so it will be negative. So value of alpha will going to be something negative, and alpha plus 2 alpha minus 1 equals to 0, and alpha roots must be coming positive, so it is 4 minus 4 times of AC. So it is like minus 4 plus minus 8. 8 can be written as 2 root 2 by 2. So it is minus 1 plus minus root 2. These are the values of alpha, and yes, it is basically root 2 cos pi by 8. So I don't think so that C must be correct. Okay, we can use some elimination techniques in order to find the answer. And the last option, which is that sine of 7 times of cos inverse of f5. First of all, fn was actually minus n by n plus 2 cos of pi divided by n plus 2. So f5 will basically going to be minus 5 divided by 7 cos of pi divided by 7. And we're basically multiplying it with 7. I'm not getting it. But cos pi by 7, how I can evaluate this? Sine and cos are basically interconnected towards each other. Okay, we can use technique here. If it is equal to 0, then it is extremely evident that 7 times of cos inverse f pi must be a type of n pi. which also means that cos inverse of f5 must be in the form of n pi by 7. So f5 must be in the form of cos of n pi by 7, but f5 is actually minus of 5 divided by 7 cos of pi divided by 7. So it must be equal to cos of n pi by 7. Okay, and this is actually inappropriate. It is in the form of n pi by 7. It is in the form of pi by 7. So it is actually, I do not think so that this option can be correct in any sense, because minus pi by 7 cannot be a value. If this is a negative, that is okay. So cos pi by 7, this will be 1, this can be pi, it can be 0. So n can be 0, so it can also be 1, which means that cos pi by 7 can also be minus 7 by 5, which it cannot be because cos cannot be smaller than minus 1, so this is not correct. So only C is basically the correct answer for this question.